gonna go head to our townhome project. We've been out to it once before, but when we went there was nothing except for the underfloor plumbing, HVAC, and the post and beam framing that was in place. So now we actually have units. There's 2 of them. They've been roofed. You'll be able to see sort of what they look like. They've been completely framed for the most part. And we're going to check on them and see how everything looks and, go from there. See what kind of progress is happening today. Probably be some subs there. We might have to pick up a few things. The neighbors next door are a little sensitive about the garbage. It's not just garbage, but anytime you have a construction site.
Any sort of debris.
Yeah, you get a lot of construction debris, and they're extra sensitive about it because they extra hate developers and builders. So
any little thing you do is magnified by tenfold.
Yes.
I was giving P aiming directions this morning because there was a little accident, and
I thought maybe you were talking about for Dan.
No, but for Grant, I guess he wasn't really paying attention, and so it kind of got everywhere. So I had to give him some more direct. There's certain things you don't necessarily think about sometimes,
like how to hit the bull, right?
Yeah, how to hit the bull, but not just hold it, but also pay attention to what you're doing.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
But we got some cranes in the sky over here. This is a big development. It'll be up here on our left before we shoot back in.
Now, what are they putting in there, Tucker? Are they doing commercial?
They're doing apartments above, and they're doing commercial below. Oh, the Gemini spent many a nights there. Getting fully snockered, put it that way. And,
really?
Yeah. And probably made the poor decision to drive home a few of those nights. But I only lived right down the street, so I was halfway responsible.
That's still no excuse.
All right, so here's the, I'm kidding, I never did that. Here's this big development that the city was, not the city, but the people around here were fighting for a long time, because it used to be just a dilapidated, underutilized parking lot and Weiser store.
Man, that is a big development.
Yeah, $93 million is what the cost is to build this whole thing, which is kind of crazy, but considering what the state of Oregon spends to build schools, I think they're moving mountains for $93 million. But they'll have parking below, retail, and then apartments above. I met the head of the neighborhood association for First Edition here one morning, and she's a real peach, let me tell you. Yeah, so this project we're going to, she didn't want us to basically get the variance that the city gave us, so they ended up getting the city to retract it, but I met with her trying to keep the peace one morning, and she was not interested in keeping the peace. This is kind of an interesting lot, though, that it's bank owned. The Bank of Oswego owns it, but it went through, the bank got acquired. There was a lot of fraud suits against the bank, and so it's been sitting there basically vacant, but it's a super expensive piece of land that it's right smack dab in the middle of First Edition here, undeveloped, which doesn't exist. So we're gonna hang a Louie here, and we're gonna go check out our project, which
is right there.
Yep. All right, well, we're gonna have it to ourselves today. There's a local gal who probably hates us, but we'll smile and wave. Hello. Go check out what we got, and make sure there's no garbage lying around that is going to irritate any of the neighbors. We'll go through and check out the floor plan now that we'll now that it's framed, you can kind of get a feel for the floor plan.
No.
So unit 1, that's the unit that we have the offer on the left, and then unit 2 is the unit on the right.
And unit 1 has the master on the main.
Yeah, exactly. And unit 2 has the master upstairs, but I think they're both gonna look really good. So let's go inside.
I like how the roof line is broken up, like you'd mentioned before, where it's different on this side versus this side.
Yeah.
It's not completely
Well,
a mirror image.
So you got shed dormers on the left side, you got gable dormers on the right. You got a little bit of a shed dormer there too, but gives it a different look. And so they don't look like townhomes, right? They look like different houses that are connected on the short wall, which is what we talked about before. But now you can actually see that in, you know, real life and how it kind of transpired here after it got framed. But let's go check out the floor plan inside. So this will be the side yards. There's doors out to each side, but this area over here and that area over there, that'll be your yarded area.
And so they're not going to be fenced at this point?
No,
but they can add a fence later on?
They could easily add a fence, and now you've got a little courtyard, side yard up front, right? So you walk in, you got your entry, nice high ceilings, but then see there's your door that'll go out to your side door. Yeah, so that'll go out to your side yard here. So you come in here, and you've got closet, and then you've got your fireplace right here. Mm-hmm. It's getting framed in.
You gonna
bump out.
Do the Smurf tube and everything?
Yeah, we're gonna do all that, so it'll be hardwired in. And then you come in here, and you've got your dining room, and you've got your kitchen. So you walk in, your refrigerator goes right here. You've got your pantry back here. Mm-hmm. And this will be like a desk area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you walk in, you got your desk area. And then this is what you get that you don't get in the other one, is this is an office. So it's not a fourth bedroom, but it's your main floor office. So this adds a little additional square feet. In the other unit, we had a 2-car garage, and here it's only 1-car garage because of the design restriction. We couldn't do 2, but the plus and the minus is it's a 1-car garage. The plus is now that you get a den, an office on the main floor. So
I like the window. That brings in a lot of light.
Yeah. So we've got the shared wall here. This is the part that we're gonna, you're really aware of how we finish this. So what we're gonna do is you actually get multiple layers of sheetrock on each side to dumb the noise, but inside we're gonna do this foam soundproof insulation. So you'll get basically 2 bats worth of it. So it'll really prevent any noise. Plus it's stepped, so they're not like this. That'll limit the noise as well. So the idea here is that we wanna make sure that you don't even know that your neighbor's there.
To mitigate as much noise as possible.
Yeah, exactly. And then the way that we have the master bedroom set up, you've got a master on that side and on that side. So you're not sharing a wall on your master bedrooms. So the chances of getting annoyed with your neighbors are even less when you're going to sleep at night. We'll head on up the stairs.
I like how this is open.
Yeah, we kept this as open as we could to kind of make it feel grander, because if we shut this off, it's walled off.
It's gonna be weird.
It makes it feel much different.
It's nice because you can be upstairs and then just pop your head out and be like, hey, come on up.
Right. And then this is cool. You got these windows right here that bring light in. You got bedroom 2, which is right here. Good sized bedroom. This has the most shared wall, but again, we're gonna be doing all the soundproofing stuff.
And you're also a step up.
And you're a step up. And then you've got bathroom here. We've brought laundry up to the 2nd floor.
Oh, nice.
Laundry room. And then you get your master suite. So it's a phenomenal master suite here.
Wow, it's a great master suite.
Yeah, for a townhome, which is great. Bed wall there, TV there. You got light here coming in.
So is that your walk-in closet?
This is your walk-in closet.
And then this is your master bath.
Right, so again, for a townhome, big walk-in closet.
I mean, this is a really good size master suite.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So then you get shower, tub,
nice.
vanities, sinks, dual vanity sinks, and then your toilet room. So you get a lot of the niceties, layout-wise and amenities-wise, that you get in
like a home
in the $1 million+ homes, but you're only paying $799 for it. right, so this is the like the Lake Oswego.
Creme de la creme.
Yeah, country club is up here on the right. So this is all really expensive stuff. Like this house sold for 2.2 million, which doesn't look like a lot for 2.2. But these are very high dollar houses through here because you've got the country club just right up here on your right, which makes it, you know, obviously very desirable. You got the who's who of
Oh, look at that house.
Oregon that basically belonged to the Lake Oswego Country Club. So it in turn brings up real estate prices around it.
Wow.
All right, so this is the street that I live on, which, you know, Upper Drive, we own a lot of property on it that we're developing. One of the lots that we're still in the process of developing is our view lot, which is off to the left. So off to the left behind these houses is the lake. It sits up above Lake Oswego. And then there's a street that runs right below it that is called Lakeview Boulevard. And there's, you know, anywhere between $3 and $6 million houses that are all on Lakeview. And so our lot is perched up right above Lakeview, which is really cool. Now there was a crappy house out in front that is now being built, and I'm hoping that the guys that are building it aren't parking in our driveway, but we'll see. This used to be a shitty house next door that's getting tore down.
Yeah, it was.
So
That was the guy that stole your power pole.
yes, that was the guy. So let's go check out the lot in the back. They're supposed to finish scraping it today. So you got the lake back there, which, you know, all these houses that you're seeing, the rooftops, you got, you know, 3 million, 4 million. That one right on the right is listed at 5.5 million. You know, the house that you're looking straight back over there, that's like a $10 million house, or maybe not 10, let's call it 8. But it's got all that, you know, frontage on the lake there. So you're looking at some pretty high dollar real estate from this particular lot. And so what we're doing right now is we've got our plans done, but we have to build a storm system that essentially takes all the water that comes down, and it's gonna go off the back of the lot and tie into a storm system down on that street down there where all those multi-million dollar homes are, so that we don't have any slide issues with the storm water that's coming down. So eventually we've got a really cool house that'll be, we'll have garage over there, and it'll be a main floor living with a daylight basement. And then I think in the back we're gonna do a really cool infinity pool. So the infinity pool will look out over the lake, which will be phenomenal. I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet once we build it. I've thought about building it and then Airbnb-ing the house to like higher level executives, because we could make quite a bit of money each month leasing a real Mac Daddy house like this out to people like that. Or we might sell it, I'm not really sure. I just love the lot so much, I'm not sure that I wanna sell the house right away once we build it, because I mean, you just can't find real estate like this in Lake Oswego. It doesn't exist. That house right there, listed at 5.5 million.
Which one? The one that's flat?
Looks like a castle.
Yeah.
And then these are all, you know, multi-million dollar home. That one straight ahead, that looks like that big house right there, it sold for, I don't know, 8 or 9 million. And that one, that modern looking thing on the corner over there, it sold as a shell for like 3.2 million. So they basically had to rebuild it all.
Wow.
Amazing piece of property, but you know, for this, when the house is done, it'll probably be about a $2 million home, but you get everything in terms of view that everybody else gets. But if we put a super sweet infinity pool right here,
It's going to be
you
amazing.
basically get to play in the water over the lake, which, you know, pretty damn, you don't have a boat, but man, this would be the coolest pool in all of Lake Oswego, if you ask me. All right, we're rolling. You follow the pen, Nate? Follow the pen. You ever had that happen to you? No? Yeah, me too. All right, so what we do today, we went and checked out our townhome project, which last time I took you guys there was pretty much nothing there. We had some of the post and beam framing done and some of the underfloor plumbing, a little bit of the HVAC work, but now we actually had townhomes. I walked you guys through both units. Pretty cool progress. It goes from seeing the plan on paper to seeing the project in reality once it actually takes shape through framing. So I think it's a good point to take everybody to the place and kind of show you what's going on with it. It's also good for Chris to then be able to see what the floor plans actually have to offer as opposed to just what they show on the plan. So now when he talks to agents, he can actually talk about some of the things that he likes about it, or he's not going to say things he doesn't like about it, but he'll mention things that he likes about it. But either way, we've made some great progress. And then after that, I took you guys to another project that we've been working on for a long time now. And reason being is because we have to build a new storm system to take all the water that comes onto the lot off the lot. The city doesn't have a storm system for us to tap into. And so it's just been a long pain in the ass process, to be honest. But the reason why we haven't cut bait and just sold it is because of the view. First time I went to that property and I saw that view, it's so amazing that there just aren't many lots that are that flat, that have that good of a view, that are that big in Lake Oswego. In fact, I haven't seen another one that's, you know, in a position to be redeveloped like this. So that's why we're going through all the headache and heartache and pain in the ass of getting that lot redeveloped. But once we do, it's going to be a super sweet house. We'll have a nice infinity pool off the back. We might keep that one as an Airbnb rental because we could generate some pretty damn good rental income on a monthly basis, renting that to professionals and CEOs and families that maybe want to come see what Lake Oswego is all about. So we'll see what happens, but I thought I'd take you guys out to that project and kind of show you what it's all about. So that was Real Dealz TV, episode 8, and that's a wrap.